It's Portuguese Distortion time. Do you know where your children are? Welcome back to Portuguese Distortion episode number 7. We're 7 episodes deep into this wonderful and incredible journey that we get to do here on the channel every week. As always, I thank my comrades, Joanna and Daniel, for being so awesome and providing me with phenomenal playlists to be able to share with the lovers of Portuguese music, Portuguese metal, and fans around the world. We get a good response every week, and I really appreciate it. It's a great time. This week, don't have a lot of news for you. Next week's episode will be special. Buddy Phil is going to be commandeering the list for a week, which is going to be awesome. I've done a bunch of tracks from Phil, and a lot of the albums I've done from Portuguese bands have come from his YouTube channel. So Phil listens to a lot of stuff, and he's really plugged into what's going on in the Portuguese underground. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he throws at me. Because he throws me a lot. So that'll be a lot of fun. Getting into this week's episode, we have the band Lâmina, An Education for Death. The band is recent. This is the shortest track on their 2017 debut album, Lilith. So, let's go ahead and get into it. The band is Lâmina. The track is Education for Death. And here we go. Big, distorted, rumbly bass tone, big drums. Very psychedelic. Really like the vocals. Almost remind me a little bit of Train STH. Get a feel, that little bit of that Alice in Chains feel. Really interesting video. I like those vocal harmonies back there. Just really strong, driving grooves, really cool vocal textures. Gives a nice creepy edge to this video. I do like that it makes you feel a little on edge. That was Lâmina, and the track Education for Death. That was really short, really sweet. Real sludgy, very Alice in Chains-like feel in the vocals. It's just a really straightforward track that's got a very haunting, kind of creepy feel to it. I like it. Pleasant, enjoyable. I really like those vocals. I think they really stand out. So the next track we've got going on here is Greengo and the track Heavyman. A 2017 debut. Apparently this is a duo, and they are recent. So let's go ahead and check them out. The band is Greengo. The track is Heavyman. And here we go.
Try some of this. It's absolutely dynamite. Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna guess what this is about. Ah, yeah. Big sludgy stoner riffs here. I really like the fact that we're doing so much more deep on the channel lately. This big, fuzzy, driving riffs. Actually, I like the vocals, and I like the fact I don't mind that they're a touch, they're slightly back a little bit in that mix. Big, humongous riffs, massive wall of sound, just filled up the space, completely filled up by these guitars and bass work. Such a strong, enjoyable groove. Just straightforward and grooving. There's really no frills to this so far. I like the track, but I want to like them to break things up a little bit. Throw in a solo, you know, add a second chorus in there. We've really just ridden this first riff and this chorus riff, and they're both really strong, but that's about all we've got. Alright, that was Greengo. The track was Heavyman. Clearly about using some incredibly heavy stuff. I like the riffs. I like the musicianship. Love the tones. I like the voice, the vocals. But I like a little bit more in my stoner, my doom. You know, give me a couple more riffs that shift around a little bit. Throw a solo in there to break it up. throw in a post chorus, do something that adds a little bit more to the track. Because honestly, I don't see a reason why that was 4.5 minutes long. You could have easily gotten the gist of that track in about 2 to 2.5, maybe 3 minutes. But I liked it. I love the tones, and overall, it was enjoyable. It's just a little over long for what they're doing with it. So, the next track we have on tap is Saturnia, and the track Mindrama. They started out as a communal band in the 90s. It became a one-man project. Luis Simoes, the guitar player and guitarist and multi-instrumentalist who rarely played live. Alright. New album was released this month here in May, and apparently it's become kind of a power trio. Cool. Looking forward to seeing what we're getting here. Band is Saturnia. Another track is Mindrama. If I mispronounce it again, I am very sorry. And here we go. Old school reel to reel. Big natural and organic drum sound. Dual neck guitars, alright. B organs. Looks like we're gonna get something fun. I'm getting a lot of different guitar textures, different organ textures. Definitely getting a lot of that big 70s feel here. Love that drum sound. It's a really cool guitar, actually. Love how he's got one side lit with P90s. Really like his voice. Very psychedelic feel. I like the effects he's got going on his voice there. They actually really work. Really like his tone. Love the atmospheric feel of this. This is awesome. Guy's clearly an incredible player. Great feel. Love those organ accents. This is awesome. I'm hooked. Love the organ piece there. Organ solos are not heard nearly enough anymore. And I love the counterpoint guitar players doing. That's just awesome.
Straight through space and time, fractal the sky, and the smell of death, days on and on, you can't go wrong, metamorphose ties, into Mr.
I love where the Oregon players going here. It's such a great feel. I'm not normally a fan of really repetitive vocals, but this works so well. Really tasty fills there. Bit of noodling here at the end. Wow. That was Saturnia and Mindrama. That was awesome. Wow. 3 incredibly talented players playing this really 70s soaked, I don't know what you call it. You call it prog? Or rock of some kind. Man. I love the drum tones. I love real drums, and the drum sounds are so rich. Such a great tone to every part of that kit. You can hear all of it really, really well. The guitar player vocalist is incredible. Love his voice. Love his choices for riffs and little accents and harmony stuff he's doing. He didn't play a single note that I didn't enjoy. And he's got a really killer axe. You don't see a lot of guys using dual necks anymore, especially dual necks loaded the way he has with P90s on one side and with like single coils on the other. The organ keyboard player is awesome. His feel, his choices, it's just so enjoyable. Love the droning, fuzzy organ solo that came after the guitar solo. Every member of that band adds something to every single bar of that song. And it's just a pleasant, incredible experience. That's something I can just fade out to. If the entire record is like this, I need the entire record in my life. There's no question. That'd be something I would listen to in so many different instances. Just awesome stuff. So, the next track here, next band, the Fuzz Dogz, Voodoo Heart, another recent duo. Played their first live show in April. They played in other bands to include some of them were in Stone Cold Lips. It's off their debut record, Basement Blues, which doesn't have a release date yet. So, I'm liking the theme that we're going with this week. I really am. Let's go ahead and get into the Fuzz Dogz and Voodoo Heart. here we go. You know, the thing about all 7 of these episodes so far, they've showed off the diversity of the scene in Portugal. And get more of that big doobiness, gloriousness. I think the vocalist is from Stone Cold Lips. Love the voice. Big whiskey soaked riffs. Great bass work and nice solid drumming. I would like the vocals to be up just a little bit higher. This is an awesome track. Great vocals, really strong riffs and hooks. I like to hear the cymbals just a touch more in the mix as well. Drummer's doing some cool stuff back there. A lot of crash work. Might have been home recorded. Great video. I like that different vocal that he's using here, the different tones. Guy's got such an incredibly soulful, powerful voice, man. Love it. This was so tasty. Love that big, groovy, stoner 70s influence once again. Love the drum fills, the drums in general. Love the vocals. That guy has an absolutely incredible voice, and he can sing. Absolutely impressive. Another really amazing track. It's hitting all those notes for me. It is, you know, big, deep, groovy riffs. Great drumming, phenomenal vocals, and it certainly fit coming off of the Saturnia track. And so it rolls into this another sweet one there. Just a phenomenal track, one that I would listen to in so many different playlists and just throw on to listen to because I want to. Certainly hope to hear more of these guys as they get their record coming out. Awesome track. And sadly enough, we're already getting to the end of this one. The last track on the playlist is Ms. Lava and the track Black Unicorn. One of the most well-known stoner bands in Portugal. They've been around for decades, like the band Black Wizards. Recently played at Desert Fest in London on the same day as High on Fire and Church of Misery. Oh, that's certainly sharing the stage with some heavyweights, that is for sure. This is the first track off their 2017 debut EP, Dominant Rush. So finishing this out with some more doom. The band is Miss Lava, the track is Black Unicorn, and here we go. Oh, 70 style logo. Wow. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Big and groovy, great guitar tones. Got a vocal in the vein of Mastodon or Crowbar. I like that law-soaked riffage there. Really like that drum cadence. You can absolutely see why these guys were able to play Desert Fest on the same stage as High on Fire, Church of Misery. If you're a fan of incendiary doom, then you're certainly gonna love this stuff. Love that riff. Great way the bass came, drums came back in. Really playful. Love what the bass player's doing. Great way to come into that solo here. So much tasty, water-drenched awesomeness. That was Miss Lava. The track was Black Unicorn. And that was a hell of a way to close out a really outstanding psychedelic doom-laden playlist. I love it. Great track. It's all those things I look for in a doom track. Really like his voice. If you're a fan of the higher pitched vocalists that sing doom and stoner, then you're going to enjoy the guy's voice. I certainly do. All the musicians are absolute standouts. Badass drummer, badass bass player, badass guitar player, great tones, great mix, enjoyable song, enjoyable lyrics, and phenomenal to listen to. This is one playlist as a whole, I could probably go back to and just really listen to most of it. Do you have to say, absolutely love the last three? I mean, really good stuff going on. But man, the last, and all the bands were quite good. The last three tracks really stood out. Something fierce, phenomenal stuff from all five bands, and it's a great playlist. Thank you to Daniel and Joanna for putting this one together. Really, really, really enjoyed it. I think it once again shows diversity in what the Portuguese scene has to offer the rest of the world. It showcased some phenomenal bands, some phenomenal musicians. So I appreciate it very much. Once again, next week, Mighty Phil is doing a list. I have no idea what we're going to get because Phil listens to so much stuff. Phil probably listens to more bands in a week than I listen to in 2 or 3 months. Working at a pretty awesome record store, and the guy's constantly giving me new stuff to check out. I can't get to most of it. If I did, I'd be doing stuff from Phil every day. But the guy listens to a lot and gets a lot of diverse bands. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's going to come up with next week. Certainly tune in for that. Pretty short on the metal news this week for the Portuguese scene. So if you got some, let the guys and gals in Portuguese Distortion know. Let me know so I can make sure to include it in next week's episode. I know you guys have festival season coming up with all these summer fests. I am doing stuff promoting with the Asti Underground Fest. I know I didn't say that right. I'm sorry. I still can't figure it out. And the Malargay Middle Festival. Got some stuff for them coming up this week as well. So please check out those festivals if you got the time. Thank you all so much. Truly appreciate the support for this series. It's a great thing, and I love doing it for you every week. Thank you to my law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders all across the globe for what you do every single day. As always, I will see you next week in next episode of Portuguese Distortion. You have been awesome. I have been Bald Man. See you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep headbanging.